Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Daily Action Picks. This is Joe DELLERA, and this is the props edition of Daily Action Picks, and I've got a couple of my favorite prop bets for today's NBA play-in tournament. The first game I'm going to be looking at is the San Antonio Spurs versus the New Orleans Pelicans in the Western Conference, and I'm taking our guy, DeJounte Murray, to go over 17.5 rebounds and assists. He's hit this in 53% of games on the season, and he's 3 of 4 against New Orleans on the season with this line. But the thing that I think is important here is in the playoffs, or the postseason anyways, the NBA wants to make that distinction. We've got DeJounte, he's going to play more minutes, and I'd be surprised if he doesn't play at least 40 minutes here. And in the one playoff game that he did have last season in the play-in, he played 38.9 minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm looking at minutes or games this season where he's played at least 38 minutes, and he has 13 of those. And he's cleared this rebounds and assists line in 10 of 13 of those games. Additionally, I think it's important to sprinkle triple-double here. This is around 425 or 475, depending on the book that you can get. But he's averaging 24.4, 10.3, and 10.2. So he's averaging a triple-double, and he's actually achieved a triple-double in 6 of those 13 games with 38 minutes or more. So if you can get the plus 475, I think it's a great sprinkle. And additionally, if you can build it, some sportsbooks let you build it with their same game parlay builder. A lot of times it's not worth adding the points, and you can add in the 10 plus rebounds and 10 plus assists and get some good odds. And I know I got it at plus 600 at Bet365. So just another option for you. In that same game though, I'm looking at the center for the San Antonio Spurs, and it's Jakob Poeltl. And I like him to go over 10.5 rebounds and assists. This is a number he's hit in 7 of his last 10 games and 71% of games this season. It's just too low. And I think we're getting a discount for a couple of reasons. First, he has to go against Jonas Valanciunas, who's he's a great big man in his own right. And additionally, the Pelicans play at a bottom 10 pace in the league, so it's a little bit of a pace down spot. But considering the Pelicans' defense has kind of suffered over the past couple of weeks, I think this is another spot that we can take advantage of. Plus, he's 4 for 4 with this line against the Pelicans this year with 15, 13, 11, and 14 rebounds and assists. So I like him to go over this total. It's 10.5. If you can only get 11.5, definitely don't take it at anything that's not plus money. But I do like the play regardless. And finally, for my last best bet of the day, we're looking at the Atlanta Hawks versus the Charlotte Hornets. This is going to be a showdown between 2 of the best offenses in the league. They both have top 8 offensive ratings in the NBA. And a player that I'm looking at here to really thrive is DeAndre Hunter. It's a pace-up spot against the Hornets, and although I think we'll see it come down a little bit in terms of what the speed is just because of the postseason atmosphere, the Hornets, they allow a ton of threes and they allow a lot of three-pointers. And Hunter's hit this line in two of his 2 games against the Hornets this season, and they both were 20-point games actually. So in a playoff setting where the loser goes home, I think the Hawks have a lot of offense, but they need Hunter's defense, and they need his length on the floor to contend with guys like Miles Bridges and PJ Washington. So I think that Hunter's going to see at least 30 minutes on the floor tonight, and he's cleared this in 16 of 27 games where he's played at least 30 minutes. And over the last 10, he's 8 of 10 over his last 10 games with 30 minutes, and all of those are since the beginning of March. So we're looking at a little bit more of a recent sample size. So I like DeAndre Hunter to go over his points total of 14.5, and you can actually get that at even money on some sports books. Those are my 3 best bets, my 3 best prop bets for today's NBA play-in tournament. Let me know if you're riding. Let me know if you're following. Hit me up on Twitter at Joe DELLERA, and let me know in the comments what you think. And tune in every day for more free daily action picks.